Hello, friends. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me for your yoga practice. We'll get started in a comfortable seat, just taking a few moments to get settled in. Notice how we're feeling while the earth supports us. Maybe it feels good to allow the eyes to close or soften your gaze. Feel your chest expand on an inhale. Maybe you allow everything to soften on an exhale. Taking a few moments, just meeting yourself as you are. If you like to set an intention as part of your yoga practice, now would be a great time. Whether that's a word, a phrase, your reason for showing up, something that grounds you back into this moment, anything, or just show up. When you're ready, on an inhale, we'll sweep our arms out to the side overhead. Hold here, shoulders relax away from the ears, and exhale, arms go back down. We'll repeat this one more time. Inhale, arms come up, and exhale, sweep them back down. Inhale, we'll side stretch to the right. Right hand finds the mat and left arm reaches overhead to feel a nice stretch in your side body. Option to shine your chest up to the sky. One more inhale. Exhale, we'll come back up through center, and inhale to reach the right arm overhead to side stretch the left. And when you're ready, we'll rise back up to a seat and find your seated twist. So slide your right foot under your left, right foot meeting your glute, left foot plants to the right of the knee, and find your twist. Inhale, think about sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, take a deeper twist. On your next inhale, we'll take it to the other side. Left foot slides under the right leg as we plant the right foot, and right elbow finds the outer right thigh for a twist. Inhale, sit up tall, reaching the crown of the head to the sky. Exhale, coil out that spine. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll meet in a tabletop. So find your way to all fours with your hands stacked below your shoulders, knees below your hips. And we'll start with some scapular push-ups to warm up the shoulders. So we're keeping the elbows straight and then just lifting and lowering using the shoulders, feeling them squeeze together when you lower and pull apart as you push away. Go as slow or as fast as feels good. It's almost like you're getting a little shoulder massage here. And then we'll move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So again, always moving to your pace with your breath. Inhale, drop the belly for cow. And exhale to round the spine for cat. And then from your cat-cow, find a neutral spine as we thread the needle. Inhale, plant your left hand, right hand reaches overhead. Exhale, slide it under your left hand and find a resting position on your right shoulder, on the side of your head. Take a few moments here. Maybe you find some deeper cleansing breaths. And on your next inhale, with control, press through the left palm to reach the right hand back overhead. We'll take it to the other side. Right hand plants, left hand lifts. and thread the needle over to the right. Taking a few breaths over here, noticing how it may feel different over on this side. On your next inhale, we'll plant through the right palm and reach up through the left hand overhead. And then flowing back through tabletop, take a few moments here to stretch through your wrists. You can play with facing them both in towards each other, and taking some circles, and then drawing them away from each other. And rock your weight forward and back, maybe side to side. If it feels good, you can bring your fingertips to face towards you. Stretch through the backs of the wrists. Being careful, listening to your body, to your wrist, only if it feels good. And then walk the hands out long in front of you and find a child's pose. Taking a couple of moments before we get into our flow, remembering our intention if we set one earlier. And when you're ready, we'll find downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to pedal, sway the hips side to side, find your length. Inhale, we'll look forward to the top of the mat, and then we'll find our way to the front in a forward fold, whether that's a hop, float, baby steps. Grab opposite elbows and sway side to side, keeping a slight bend in your knees. Inhale to feel your lower back expand. Option to interlace the hands behind you and let gravity do the work to get a deeper shoulder stretch. From here, with your arms overhead, you can bend one knee at a time to tap the shoulder to the knee. Inhale, halfway lift. If your arms are interlaced, uninterlace. Exhale to fold. And inhale will slowly rise all the way to mountain pose, taking your time. Crown of the head last to rise. Beautiful. On an inhale, sweep your arms out to the side overhead. Exhale, side stretch to the right. You can grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull it over to the right. Inhale back through center. And exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale back through center. And exhale, forward fold. Flowing into our sun salutations. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. Step back for high plank. Option to lower your knees as you take your first chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra or full upward dog. And exhale, down dog. Take a couple breaths here. Nod the head yes and shake the head no. Look under each armpit. Gently warm up the neck. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. However that looks for you to get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise, arms sweep overhead. Maybe you find a slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, chaturanga. We'll all meet in a downward facing dog, taking a couple breaths. Once we arrive, always coming back to our breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Arms overhead. Find your back bend. Maybe for a deeper back bend, you place your hands on your lower back for support. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, find a chaturanga or skip it, and we'll all meet in our downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. From down dog, we'll find down dog scapular push-up, similar to what we did at the beginning of class. So keep your arms straight, elbows straight, and push in and out of the shoulders. So from your active down dog, collapse in the shoulders slightly as your chest lowers, then actively push out. You'll feel your shoulder blades squeeze together as you lower and puff them apart as you push. When you're ready, inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, scorpion. Knee goes up towards the sky. Take some ankle rolls or some knee circles to warm up through the hip. If you're taking your hip circles, be sure to go both directions. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between the hands and lift up, high lunge. So both arms are overhead. Inhale. Exhale, right hand lowers down and back as both palms face the right side for a twist. Inhale, exalted, right hand finds the back left thigh, and left hand reaches up and over. And exhale, square the front foot and send it back, three-legged dog, right leg high. And then we'll take it to the other side. Right leg meets the mat, and left leg goes out long, three-legged dog. On an exhale, find scorpion, open up the hip. Take your ankle rolls or your hip circles. Remember here, we're still actively pressing out of both hands, and our chest is reaching down towards our thigh. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, high lunge. Take a couple breaths here to get settled in. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Shoulder blades low and away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, find your twist. Left hand slides down and around to the back. Both palms face the left. And on an inhale, find your exalted. Right hand reaches up and over. And then square the front foot. Send the left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a few spinal rolls here to inhale, roll towards the front, and exhale, send it back. So here on the inhale, it's almost like a cat where we're rounding through the spine. And exhale, cows, we're arching the back, take a bend in the knees. Find your flow here. This is fun to play with on your own time. Fun little variation to add into any yoga class, really. So once you've gotten enough, we'll take our chaturanga or skip it. Then we'll all meet in a downward facing dog. All right, now for the rest of this class, we'll repeat this base sequence and add a little bit more on each time. And then we'll end with some cool down. So inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, step it through. As we find our high lunge, arms rise overhead. Take one deep breath in. And exhale, warrior two, open up. Inhale, reverse, reach forward, up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, triangle, straighten that front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, find your twist, twisting towards the right. Inhale, exalted. Exhale, square the front foot. Send it back, three-legged dog. And take a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. And then repeating on the left side. Inhale, left leg goes out long, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale to send it back. Exhale, cross it over towards the right elbow. Inhale, send it back. And we'll exhale to step it through for a low lunge. Inhale, arms rise overhead. On an exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, reach forward, up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, triangle, straighten your front leg. Option to hover the hand or plant the hand or grab a block. Exhale through warrior two. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, find your twist. Inhale, exalted. Exhale, square the front foot. Find three-legged dog. Take your chaturanga or skip it. And we'll all meet in a downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths, maybe open mouth exhales. Maybe you grab your water. When you're ready, on your next inhale, three-legged dog, right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose and hold. Option to take fallen triangle. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Arms rise overhead, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist. Option to hover that back knee as you inhale, find exalted. And exhale, side plank. Left hand plants beside the right foot, and with control, send the right foot back towards the back of the mat. Option to hover the foot, or you find a stack. Find a seat, right foot beside the glute, and send the hips high, wild thing. Flow through your side plank as you plant both palms and find three-legged dog, right leg long. Optional chaturanga, or we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. You can always find a child's pose. When you're ready, inhale, left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Three-legged. Inhale into the nose, hold. Optional fallen triangle. Inhale back to three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, arms rise up, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist to the left. Option to hover that back knee. As we inhale, find exalted. Exhale, flow through your side plank. Plant your right palm. Left foot travels back. And then we'll find our seat. Left foot plants. Inhale, hips go up high. Wild thing. Flowing through our side plank. Find three-legged dog. Left leg goes out high. And exhale to a chaturanga or to a child's pose. Take a few moments here. Maybe you grab your water. Find your breath. And if you have a headstand as part of your practice, we'll take about a minute here to practice a headstand. You can also use this time to practice any other asana or pose that you have been wanting to work on, whether that's forearm stands, headstands, crow pose, eight angle, shoulder stand. Maybe you just want to put your legs up a wall and relax for a little bit. Whatever you'd like to do here. Remember, this is your practice, your time on your mat, so spend it however you please. If you are still in your headstand or your inversion or your pose, we'll start to slowly come out of it with control. Take a few breaths, maybe some moments in child's pose or down dog. And then we'll eventually all meet in a downward facing dog. And we'll repeat this sequence one more time, adding a little bit more on. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to left elbow or fallen triangle. Option to reach for the foot and try to straighten that leg. Embrace the shakes and the wobbles. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, step it through for your high lunge. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, stepping up, one-legged stand. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh as you spin down into your seat for figure four. Grounding through all four corners of the right foot. On an inhale, we'll step back up, one-legged stand. And exhale, shift the weight forward and find warrior 3. Reach your arms out in front of you, triceps hugging the ears, and with control, step it back, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, find a twist. Hover the back leg. Inhale, exalted. Exhale, side plank. Option here to reach for the big toe and straighten our right leg overhead. We're strong in the core. Release that foot to a seat as you find wild thing. Move through your side plank and chaturanga. Exhale, meet in downward facing dog. Take a couple cleansing breaths. On an inhale, left leg goes out long. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Optional fallen star. You can reach for the foot to straighten your leg. With control, inhale, three-legged. Exhale, scorpion. Inhale, three-legged. And exhale, step it through as you inhale to find high lunge. Step through one-legged stand, grounding through the left foot as we find our figure 4. Spine is nice and long. Inhale to come up to a stand, and exhale, find warrior 3, creating some fire in that left standing leg. And with control, send it back to warrior 2. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, find your twist. Both palms face left. Hover that back knee as you inhale, exalted. Exhale, side plank. Option to reach for the left big toe to extend that leg long. And then find your wild thing. Exhale, move through side plank to find your chaturanga. And exhale to child's pose. Find your breath. Feel your mat support you. Take a few moments here. And we'll just create a little bit more fire before we move down to our cool down sequence. So when you're ready from your child's pose, we'll shift forward into a forearm plank. Strong in the shoulder, strong in the core. Imagine you're drawing a line of energy from the crown of your head out through the heels of your feet. Always come back to the breath. Embrace any shakes or wobbles. It means your body's working. And then we'll send it up to dolphin pose. Send the hips up to the sky. Walk your feet in towards you to really fire up through the shoulders. This is a great asana to practice if you're working on a forearm stand or just looking to get more strength in your shoulders. Actively pressing away out of the shoulders. Careful not to crunch. And then we'll find a hollow body plank hold. So walk your hands slightly out in front of you and hold. Really drawing energy up through the core to keep us nice and lifted. Feeling a lot of fire here. Hold for 3, 2, and then lower the knees. Beautiful, amazing work. Now we'll move into a seat, setting up for boat pose, Navasana. So find that nice balance point on your sit bones, and you can bring your shins parallel to the mat, hands behind the thighs or out in front, or maybe you take turns straightening one leg and then straightening the other. Chest is strong and lifted, creating a lot of fire in our core. Maybe we straighten both legs and hold. And then we're going to transition to a low boat. So lower your feet, hovering a couple inches off the mat, and then lift back up using your core. Repeat this for a few reps, a few rounds, moving at your own pace, slow and controlled. Lower abdominals are working here. We'll go for one more rep. And then find a butterfly pose, soles of the feet together. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe you fold, reach your chest over towards your feet. Maybe it feels good to lower down to the forearms. Feel that nice stretch in the inner thighs, the outer thighs. When you're ready, we'll move onto our backs. So we're going to move through some scissor kicks. So it may feel good to support your bottom, placing your hands lightly underneath. Take the legs out long, and then gently kick one foot above the other, using your core to keep your lower back glued into the mat. And then we'll go with switches. So take your right foot over the left foot over the right, constantly kicking. Core is engaged, it's probably on fire by now. Go for 3, for 2, and 1. Draw the knees into the chest. Take a couple of moments to breathe. And we'll set up for one more round. Here we're going to go with heel taps. So point the feet out away from each other and tap the heels in. Going for 3, 2, 1, and release. Maybe you give yourself a big hug, wrap your arms around your knees. Maybe you rock your knees side to side for a lower back release. And when you're ready, one last exercise. We'll set up for straight leg bicycles. So maybe you cradle your hands behind your head for support and take turns sending one leg down, sending one elbow to the leg, and then the other. Always come to your breath. If it feels better, you can keep those legs bent instead of doing straight leg bicycles. Going for a few more rounds. And then release. Finding waterfall pose. Leaving your legs up, kind of like legs up the wall without a wall. You can use your hands to support you on your backs of your thighs, or you can place your hands down. You can play with keeping the feet passive, or maybe it feels good to flex the feet or point the toes. Feel the earth support you below. Feel all the blood go in the opposite direction. And when you're ready, we'll send the left leg out long, hug our right knee into your chest. Play with taking it out to the right, and then draw your right knee over to the left. Maybe you find some play moving that knee around to the right and the left, getting a little hip massage, and then set up for hand to toe pose. You can reach for the back of your thigh, the back of your shin, or maybe you reach for the toe to find a nice stretch in the back of our right leg. On an inhale, maybe you open that foot out all the way to the right. And then set up for recline figure four. Right ankle crosses above the left knee. And then reach for the back of the left thigh as you pull it in towards your chest. You should feel this stretch in your right outer thigh and glute and hip. Take one more deep breath here. Exhale. We'll find supine twist as we keep the legs where they are and send them over to the left. Arms find cactus. Make sure your right shoulder blade stays glued into the mat. Maybe your gaze falls over to the right. Releasing any tension in our spines here, in our lower back. Take one more deep breath here. And exhale. We'll set up for hand to toe pose on the other side. So right leg goes out long. And then find your hand to toe, your stretch, whether that's the back of your thigh, your shins, or you reach for the foot. Breathe into the back of your left leg. Try to keep your right leg grounded into the mat. On an inhale, maybe you open the left hip, send that left foot over towards the left. And then we'll set up for figure four. Left ankle crosses above the right knee. And reach for the back of your right thigh to hug everything in towards you. Take a few deep breaths here. Take one more breath in. And exhale to find supine twist towards the right. Arms find a cactus and gaze to the left. Take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, we'll move into Shavasana, or corpse pose, our final resting pose Option here to take a supine butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together and letting the hips naturally splay out open. So we'll take a few minutes here in our Shavasana. I know it's really easy to skip when you're at home, but I invite you to stay present, stay grounded, take just a few moments for yourself before rushing into the next thing. Allow all your tension to release and melt away into the mat. I'll call you out when it's time. Always remember there is no rush, but if you are ready, we'll start to bring awareness back into the body by wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. If you were in supine butterfly, I invite you to take the feet out wide and find a counter stretch, letting the knees fall in together. And then draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Wrap your arms around. Maybe you curl up into a ball. Thank yourself for doing all you do. Thank your body for all that it does for you. Thank yourself for showing up. And then we'll very slowly make our way to a seat. Whether you move through fetal pose and press up is up to you. But that concludes our practice. I want to thank you all so much for joining and practicing with me. If you liked this class, please go ahead and give it a like and comment and subscribe. That really helps me out. And please let me know what you'd like to see more of. Any other class types, or if there's poses in particular that you'd like to work on. This is really for you guys. I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you all next time. Have a great day, and if you're watching this recently, have a happy new year, and
Happy 2026.
Bye.